In the world of film, there are certain movies that stand above the rest, casting their shadows over everything that comes after. Each week, we discuss these keystone films and the copycats that they inspire. This season on Keystone Copycats, The Point Breakdown. Hello and welcome to Keystone Copycats, Chris and Zach. I, of course, am your host, Zach, and he, of course, is your other host,
Chris.
This is a long pause there, buddy boy.
I was thinking, and I was done. Then I came back to the show.
Yeah.
I realized I had a job to do, and you guys were distracting me.
Who's you guys? I'm
I
one
don't know.
guy.
Well, I was crossing my eyes.
Are you
so
saying
look like
you think
several
that I am
men.
two people in a large sweater? Because that's something that we've talked about doing many
I
times.
never get tired of thinking about cramming two people in one sweater.
You
It's
start
the-
off every episode so goddamn quiet. I'm looking at these waveforms, and
funniest
yours
thing.
are just these tiny,
No, I mean, like,
delicate
all
little-
right, let's take one of your fancy polls and ask the audience, like, how fucking loud is that compared to
Look,
me?
guys, I don't.
He's so in the mic, in your face.
If you would
and I'm
look
so much more
at the
passive.
faders,
I'm not looking at the.
but also let me tell you
Phasers
something.
To Suns
I have
and whatever
never
the album was
once
called.
referred to my dick as a fancy pole. Thank
Why
you.
would you?
You referred to it as a fancy pole a minute ago.
Did I?
Yeah, you said you and your fancy pole.
Oh, your candy cane?
Yeah, look,
Your candy can't?
Look, I'm not here to deny allegations of a curved red and white striped penis. I'm just not. I'm just not.
Are you a candy cane or a candy can't? Like, that would have made Once Upon a Time in Mexico so much more confusing than it already was if they would have.
He's like, well, I
those
guess I like
lines.
candy. I don't know. Is that what you're asking me?
Was that movie? I was gonna ask, is that movie secretly good and I didn't get it,
So,
or is that just a bad movie? It's a bad movie.
I liked it when I saw it.
I liked it too,
in the
but
theater.
I don't think it's good. He has the fake arm gun thing
Yeah,
going on.
yeah. So I haven't seen it.
And Trejo is all of a
since-
sudden bad. Like, he's like,
I haven't seen it
and then he's
since-
waving a gun all happy.
And I never saw any of the other movies in the series.
Desperado, and what was the other one?
I don't remember.
Other Desperado.
Desperado
Desperado 2.
and Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Esperado. I don't speak any Spanish, or else I
All
do
right, if
Spanish
you could just
jokes.
like bullshit for a minute while I look up what this other movie is
I've never
called.
done such a thing, and I don't plan on starting it now. But there was that part in the movie where it just didn't make any sense, where Johnny Depp's like, this carnita or whatever is so delicious, I have to go kill the man to create balance back into the chef world. Or
Okay, hang on.
dumb.
What doesn't make sense about
killing
that
a
for
man?
you?
I don't know.
Wait, who directed that? Why can't I think of his name?
Marlon Brando.
Stop it.
Michael Jordan.
Oh, it was Michael Jordan. That's right.
Was it?
You know,
was it
he
Mike?
not only did he master the basketball
Yeah.
and the Hitler mustache, but he also directed these movies.
I heard that Michael Jordan actually, to get the role for Space Jam, he actually played in the NBA for several years.
He's method.
Yeah, to lock down the role. I like how that's a funny joke, and then I can't remember all of it, so I butcher that joke.
Yeah.
into
El
a-
Mariachi
into
was the other one. I didn't see El Mariachi.
annihilation.
I didn't see Desperado.
Wow. What
I
else
only
have you
saw
not-
Once Upon a Time in
List off
Mexico.
all the things you haven't seen.
As we discussed recently, Wonder Woman 1984.
I
Haven't
thought
seen.
that was your favorite.
No, the trailer was my favorite.
Oh, the trailer.
But I
was your
haven't seen the
favorite
picture.
movie you've seen. Got it.
So
Noteworthy that I didn't write down.
when I opened my phone earlier, like right when we were like starting, I opened my phone to like.
is it a flip phone?
Yeah,
You opened
So
it.
I opened my phone to like
Stupid
to look at
bastard.
something, and it was like in my photos, and what I saw in there was a picture of Rudy Giuliani next to the Goosebumps book cover.
Yeah, because you had to prove
Because
it.
I was because I was gonna Photoshop them together, and I haven't done it yet. And you will have seen this by now.
You don't need to. They're
No, I'm gonna.
They're one and the same.
But you will have seen this by now, by the time you hear this episode. But like that was what was in my phone, and I just looked at it and I thought, I'm doing something right. I'm making the world better.
In small doses. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
If you need any
We
services.
figured it out. Me and the candy can.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. What are you?
So how
what
are
do we
you
do?
doing
What are we
today?
doing? How you doing today?
How am
What
I
di-
doing?
what
How
fuck-
am I doing?
what fucking-
How dare you?
What day is it?
Well, it's a beautiful Monday.
Smell something? Oh, you crapped on the joke or stepped on it or whatever you did to it. You annihilated it. You El Marachi'd it.
I don't think there was a joke to begin with.
Check your candy can.
I won't.
Nice.
What does that even mean?
I'm about to be having a small penis. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
You know, can't fight City Hall.
I mean, I got it.
A small penis?
Yeah.
Cool. Same, dude. Same.
Nailed it.
Same.
No, what do you want to do today? I feel like this is like
I feel
This
like we
is a
dick
big-
around for a while.
this is a big week.
You know, you know what? It is a big week.
Bigger than 8 days.
Hang
this
on a
week.
second. 8 days a week?
That's how much I.
Is this
I
something
forget
about the
song.
Beatles?
Something. Was that the Monkees or the Beatles?
It's the Beatles.
You sure?
Yes.
Hey Siri, is Zach wrong? Yes.
He
I can't
isn't
do-
wrong.
Yes, he is not wrong.
I'm
That was
sorry, Dave.
That was a terrible Siri impression, by the way. I
No, it
barely
sucked.
tried. I
It
barely
sucked.
tried.
Do you remember? I like just touched my chair, and then I remembered last week
That
when
when
my
you
chair
fell down?
collapsed immediately,
Yeah, I could go for some more falling chair.
and I couldn't figure out how to fix it for so long.
Such a stupid.
Oh, legally, we're not allowed to sit in these chairs if we're not recording episodes. So it's like a real bonus for me to like be able to sit in the chair. I'm recording, like it feels great. But as soon as I hit stop, I got to jump up. You know?
My chair's a natural shouty over here.
No, you have that little baby. You have that little
I have
folding
another
chair.
I have another chair in front of me that I put my feet and my papers on.
Yeah.
I could make the swap, but I don't.
Do you want to? I mean, that wouldn't really work. You'd have to lean real low to
like
get to
a
your
camel.
papers.
Like a camel. I'm the camel host.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's a camel, but
I don't know.
Because I got the hump.
Because you hump a lot.
'Cause I got
I get
the-
it. He's horny. He's really horny, guys.
Not what I meant.
Guys, Keystone Copycats is not only the only podcast that doesn't hate cats, but it's also the horniest podcast in Ohio.
I haven't felt right since you said that.
Horny? You haven't felt horny since I said that?
No, I haven't felt horny since I took that hit of Jankum this morning. It really fucked me up.
For anyone who is not aware of what
I've never
Jankum
hit
is,
Jankum, and I did on
it
accident.
is also sometimes referred to as butt hash.
Butt hash. The news
So,
reporter that
you know.
announced butt hash.
Yeah.
Just, you know what? Don't tell them. Google Jankum, and then get back to us next week.
Yeah, get back to us. You know what? I would
Leave
like
a
to.
voicemail. No, what I want you to do
Here's
is
the
call in, hit some Jankum, and then try to speak in the voicemail. And
So-
we'll know it's you.
So I would like to go on record right now
Butt hash.
about my fury
What?
at the entire continent of Australia.
Oh, get over it.
We heard
Get
nothing.
Over yourself.
Nothing.
We don't speak our language. We don't.
do.
We don't speak that of the bush.
Oh, okay, hang on. G'day.
Yeah, I think I know what fucking hit us up, bro. Because that nonsense.
No, because I just did it now.
I mean,
I never did it before.
I got letters from Estonia.
What?
Yeah.
What is the meaning of this?
Yeah, it said "G'day." I was like,
Hang
"What
on,
is
how'd
this?"
that go?
G'day.
Oh, that was an
Listen,
accident.
get rid of that fucking soundboard, Zach. You are just okay. You're a fucking menace with that thing.
Yeah.
You're like a fucking kid in a candy store,
Yeah.
or whatever that means. But you're like a kid with a candy can.
I'm like a kid with a candy cane dick. That's the phrase you were looking for.
Jesus.
It's like taking a candy cane dick from a baby. That's the phrase you were looking
Are
for.
we doing C material today? What's wrong with
Always have been.
Do we actually no, that's a great segue to do we have anything? I I think I wrote down some gibberish. I don't know. Like we trusted that you had stuff this week,
No,
and
hang
then I
on, let
also
me-
just wrote things down real fast.
I'm gonna give our listeners a little peek behind the curtain.
Don't.
And it's that, like, we are deadly serious about the, like, stupid content of the show where we're like, oh, I mean, what do you think we should do? And, like, we really, like, deliberate over it, and we're like, oh, man. Like, we're so stressed about it. And then as soon as we start, we're like, duh, butt hash. And that's what you hear.
One of those things is not true. I want you to know that. You can guess which
I just think we had so we had like we typically don't do this, but we had like a production meeting before we recorded tonight to like plan some stuff
I
out.
had my headphones on. One was on my forehead, one was on my neck, so you know how serious it was.
So we had like a production meeting to like plan out some stuff for like next season and some fun stuff we're gonna do for the rest of the year, which is cool.
That there's thought behind this.
Well,
makes it
look,
worse.
then
Then they were realizing, oh, they're trying. Oh god,
oh shit, I didn't know that our effort would be used against us.
What were you saying?
I don't remember.
I know. This is great.
You
keep going.
Kicked me off track.
No, keep going, man. How hard were we working? I had my headphone here, and then the other one was on back here.
Look,
And then we had a little production meeting, and we were deciding that.
I almost broke a sweat, is what I'm saying.
When? You don't look it.
I don't look all like a grease ball, like a sweaty grease ball.
We can work on that.
Okay.
We can just rub.
Right. Well, I think so. We came up with this whole list of fun segments that we could do on many episodes, and we're going to do one of those.
Okay, I was going to say, the problem is that this all stemmed from us not agreeing on what hypotheticals are.
No, that's true. And like
that's where it all fell apart, and we decided
and I'm
just
gonna
to say,
take
fuck it, record. We're going to figure this out
I'm
in
gonna
front
take
of you
responsibility
guys
for
right
that
now.
because I wrote down the idea in our mini episode segment list.
Yeah.
I wrote down the idea of hypothetical question where we each argue for one side and then post a poll when the episode comes
one
out
likes
to see
polls.
who people like polls.
Everyone
You
hates
shut
polls.
your mouth.
I did a poll and it said fucking. I'm sick of it.
So you proved yourself wrong
I think they're
with
all
the wild popularity
all
of
negative.
your poll.
They're all negative. My candy can.
Yeah, that's right. So
They said boo.
well, so then when he got here and he thought like a hypothetical was like, what would you do in this situation? And I was like,
that is
no.
a hypothetical.
I mean, yes, but like that's not.
I'm
like,
technically always
that's
right.
not conducive to what we're doing.
It
here.
is. It totally
Alright.
is. This is one-sided relationship. You're not getting this. They're not listening. I'm not listening. This is just you.
Look,
What do you want?
our millions of listeners in Australia who won't email me for some reason. What are you cowards, Australia? Email me.
I contacted each and every one of them, and I paid them off. It was very
Oh.
cheap. It was €5. I had to
Are they
find it.
worried that if they email me, they might catch COVID just by emailing
Hey,
the United States?
Do they take euros there? Because I sent them euros.
No, no. I mean,
Well,
it's still
then
money,
They got a little pocket money when they go to Europe. So
which is very far for them.
that's fucking slick, though. Old Uncle
Is
Chris really took care of them.
Is it?
I mean, if you put grease on it.
The country of Australia is like, well, he's not really our uncle. He's our dad's friend. Like, but we call him uncle.
So creepy.
Do you ever do that when you were a kid?
No. What?
I was.
You were going to say something very different than what I was about to say.
No, I mean like.
Have you ever been introduced to it, like you're hooking up with someone and then they
Oh, the
introduce you
answer's
to the
no.
kid as the uncle? Like,
Oh.
this is your uncle because they're real little. You're like, ew, don't do that.
That's weird. That's
It's
weird.
so
no,
bad. I'm like, can you not do that anymore? It's so bothersome.
No, I was gonna ask if you had like when you were a kid had like parents' friends who you called your aunt or uncle.
No.
I didn't either, but like
We were Catholic, though. That shit meant something.
right, but
No, believe me.
I'm
I'm not
such
saying
like
they were
a-
I'm not saying we were morally appropriate people. I'm saying
no, of course
you weren't
not.
allowed to call anyone aunt or uncle unless they were
no,
biological.
you couldn't say anything
at all.
about family that wasn't
Especially-
100% true.
Yeah.
But you could definitely diddle children.
Well, I didn't.
But you could
Well, thank God.
because
for
you're
that.
Catholic. Now, no, anyone who knows me knows that I'm like far too like literal and like
No.
I'm far too literal to ever do anything like that. Like, even as a child, if someone was like,
kid?
no,
What?
no, to
Fuck are you
call
getting at?
someone who wasn't my uncle. Like, even as a kid,
Why-
I would be like, if one of my parents like showed up and was like, "This is your uncle
How
Dave,"
many-
I'd be like, "Is this your brother?" And they'd be, "Well, no," and I'd be like, "Then it's not my uncle."
Here's
like,
a hypothetical.
that's what I would do.
Here's a hypothetical. How many greasy euros is it going to take for you to call me uncle? Like, I got some because I didn't mail them all.
Well, here's the
out.
thing:
In fact, I forgot to mail them to Australia.
if they're greasy,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a lot more.
because they're slick.
If you dry them down for me, if you buff them out, I'm not going to need as many. And then you can keep a
I don't
couple,
understand this logic at all.
you know, greasing up your pocket.
Okay, let's do a poll on
A fancy
whether
poll?
people think you should have a greasy euro or a what do you say, a dry boring
A
one?
dry,
a vanilla one?
boring.
A vanilla euro.
Excuse
A
me.
vanilla euro.
Vanilla is a delightful
Excuse
flavor.
me,
It's
you're
an
getting
exotic bean. It's
Who
wonderful.
cares? Exotic to boring land.
Which is
Right.
where we live. We're white.
I'm not white. I'm Catholic.
I mean, you're pink, but like,
red in the face.
sure. It's just a default.
My avatars don't make sense. This is good. You want to wrap up? we
Well,
got that.
thanks
We
for
got
listening to
we got
this.
the hypothetical out of the way. Do you want to do your challenging, let's argue, vicious, man-on-man hypothetical, or do you want me to do my kind, soft-hearted, respectful,
Look, I don't give a
barnyard
fuck which
hypotheticals?
hypothetical we do. We can do your little cuck boy hypothetical.
It's not necessarily cucking. You could
Oh
do.
no!
We could-
Oh no!
It definitely has the potential to get cucked. Yeah, I can see this now. Did you even look at this? How'd you know? Fuck. All right. Let's do yours because yours is the one that's
No, we'll
probably
do
more-
yours.
Oh, mine. You're not gonna love mine.
I don't care.
Okay, well I'm doing it anyway.
Will the audience love it?
I don't.
Because that's all I care about. I don't care about myself. I only care about our audience in Australia.
Oh.
Email me. I just want to know that you're out there.
They're dead. There's all those fires and shit or something. Maybe that was
That's
last
here.
year.
That's here.
Oh, Cali.
It's in California. We got a lot of listeners there
Yes.
too.
Maybe the hurricane got them. Maybe they're Louisiana Australians.
Well, now that's where Ben is or was. He
Big Ben?
fled.
Oh,
He fled. He's back in town now,
he's not allowed to go back.
so we can hang out with
Oh,
him.
here town.
Yeah.
Not there.
No,
town.
he's back in town now because his power is going to be
Their
off
town,
for
hotel.
several weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
do I have to take him in, or do you get to take him in? Do we share him?
Hang on.
Like broken,
Hang
like
on.
a broken home.
I would like to break down your question because you said
It's a hypothetical. Hypothetically
no.
speaking,
No.
If
Hang
Ben
on.
didn't have a house because a hurricane
what
fire
you
hit
said
it,
was
which one of us would be the mom?
what you said
I'm the mom.
was, do I have to take him in or do you get to take him in?
Okay.
That's what
I see
you
what
said
I
to me.
see what I did there. All right, I see what I did there. I implied like it was going to be a real treat for you.
Yeah. I mean, it would be. I love Ben. He's great.
But that raises the question of how long do you take in a Ben Drifter till it starts getting uncomfortable?
Well, the
Because
problem is-
you're a married man. You got a kid,
Yes.
at least one.
Two.
that I know.
I have two.
At least a couple.
I have
running
two.
around. I don't see them all together. I'm kind of suspicious about that. Almost like they might be puppets. You know, one puppeteer, two different characters.
Yeah. Yeah, that
The
seems
big-
pretty likely.
It's a big thing. But back to big things. Big Ben, how long does he stay in your basement till it starts getting uncomfortable?
So
and
here's the thing.
stinky?
I would let Ben stay in my basement as long as he needed to,
Mm-hmm.
except for the fact that
He has night sweats? Or
no,
night
within the
terrors?
next couple weeks, actually, Brian is going to be staying in my basement.
Oh, so
for
we're back.
about a week.
Oh, we're back to the bunk bed
So
shelves.
he's going to be here
So,
because
okay.
he's like between places and needs somewhere to crash for a week. So he's going to be sleeping here.
Wow. So we're
Yeah.
just like everyone that's ever been on the show is going to be living here. I couldn't help but notice I didn't get an invite.
Well, you've never been on the show. You've
do
never
have-
been a guest, so you
I
can't
do-
guest
I've
in
been
my
a guest.
basement.
I've been a guest on a show at least once.
Unwanted.
Yes.
No, you
That's
were
not
a guest
guest.
on Sinclarity.
That's a pest. But that's our stepsister show.
That's
So
true.
back to my original question: how many men can you get in a bunk bed?
It depends on the bunk beds. Those bunk beds that they had on my like bachelor party weekend at that cabin in Hocking Hills, they were like full size mattresses and bunk beds, so you could get a lot of people in there.
I didn't sleep there. I slept in the house down the
Yeah, and the
trail.
little like jerk off shack that
That's
was
all
on the grounds.
That's all it was. What was that place? It had a fridge, it had a TV and couch, and it had a little room where clearly you went to crank off.
I mean, you did. I know that.
Well, someone had to. Someone had to christen.
Yeah, why not you? Christen?
Chris? Yeah, I get it. 'Cause
Christen
that's
it?
my name. No, I'm just saying, like, there's a shed down the way.
It wasn't a shed. No, it was like a secondary little house.
It
It
looked
was another
like
little unit.
a glorified doghouse.
Well, that's where you belong.
If you expect I'm not going to go crank off in a
Woof, woof,
glorified
get out there.
doghouse, fuck you.
Here, boy.
Jesus. All right, well, your base would be full of drifters.
Keystone copycats.
Nice.
Copycats, we call them. Our copycats.
Well, now my hypotheticals seem kind of
All
silly.
right, let's do
in
your
in
hypothetical.
relation.
Chris's hypothetical. That's the theme
Okay.
song. I just did.
Okay. It's barnyard theme, and you have to invite one animal to sleep with you in the bed for the night. Now, I'm not
Okay.
saying anything explicit. You don't have to do anything as much as I promised a good cucking time.
Clucking is what you meant to
Yeah,
say.
it could be a chicken. But like the first thing you think of is sheep, right? Because they're big and soft and cuddly, but they're probably gonna poop the bed.
No. See, my thought
And
immediately.
you don't get dogs and cats unless there's something wrong with them to make this challenge.
I was going to say a cat because, like, a barnyard cat that gets all the rats, and I've had a cat sleep in my bed many times. But,
Well, I've slept with dogs.
I don't like dogs.
You
but
were one of them. No, this is gonna throw it off. Okay. Now I've heard that pigs actually don't defecate where they sleep, and there's something about a pig I really want to cuddle up next to a big old fat pig.
You know
and
what?
I think it's because I want to kiss his nose. How do you feel?
Oh, that
about
sounds
this?
disgusting.
Why? What about
no,
like
I would sleep
even
with a
big
piglet.
Okay.
I would sleep with a little piglet because it would be adorable and it wouldn't be giant and it
babies are-
probably wouldn't have an overpowering stench that would linger in my bed for the rest of the time that I own it.
You didn't like you if you were spooning a big old pig, and his ear kind of did the flap thing, like he was like half awake when he
No,
was trying to get a
no,
fly.
it would do that
Wouldn't you
thing-
want to put your nose on it and kind of wiggle?
No,
wiggle
it
your
would do that
nose on
thing
his
where it would
ear?
like crush my one arm and it would just be like I would be my arm would be fucked for like a month because
Okay.
this pig slept on it one
Okay,
night.
so I've heard that if you eat a human, it's
Stop it.
comparable to pork. So what I'm saying is, if you kiss a pig, it's probably like kissing.
Okay,
a
let me
human,
ask
right?
you something.
What, right? No. You're looking at me like you're not understanding where I'm coming
What?
from.
Okay, what animal
Yep.
would you
Oh, okay. Yeah.
have sex with, but you also have to eat it?
Oh, any. Just any. I mean,
What I like the most is
God.
that this is a question that you came up with, and you're now reacting as though you've never heard it before.
did I come up with this?
You asked so many people this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was the popular? I think no, I do remember this. I
Someone
think,
said a human, which was wild.
Oh no, I did. That was mine. No, I stole it from someone.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, I'd rather. That's what it was. I'd rather eat a human
Yeah.
than have to have sex with anything else and then eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a human. That's nice. Thanks for reminding me.
I'm just
Because I was
saying,
gonna go
like, that
pig,
was-
and I think the popular one was pig, but I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't really want to, because everything else just doesn't seem appetizing.
Now I said I don't eat a lot of meat. I said it would probably be a chicken because I don't want to have to eat a lot of meat. Like that was my because it's small. You see.
I forgot about this. That's right. There was a bunch of different options.
You asked a lot of people this question. It was like a year where
Oh,
you
yeah,
kept asking
because the
people
guy
this
was
question.
like, yeah, I was asking all the plumbers I was working with, and then you just heard this little girl snickering because we were getting a guy was repairing the excavator on site, and he was just cracking up. I'm like, oh no, can you hear me over there? He goes, oh yeah, I heard you. I heard everything. So then I asked him what he got in on it too.
Yeah.
Well, that takes care of two hypothetical. Perfect. All right. Now I've actually done both of these, and I feel like you have not.
Wait, you
So
had
let's
sex
go-
with a
no,
chicken?
No, I'm
and
sorry. I was thinking about
human
something
and
else.
ate
I was
them
thinking- I've done both of these.
You have
probably-
chickens.
No.
Hang on.
How do you think they're so big and strong
Hang
now?
on. From getting fucked? That doesn't make sense.
Then
What?
You're not doing it right. If
Clearly.
you don't understand it, you're not doing it.
Oh, jeez.
You're not getting some of that man on chicken action.
Wait, how are you
No.
saying that I didn't
If you
do this?
okay, let's move on to milking.
No. How did I not answer these?
No, I'm about to move into it. Milking. A goat or a cow? This isn't like a trick question. Like you probably haven't done this, right?
No.
I've done both. Which one would
Cool.
you want to milk?
Probably a cow. It seems
Why?
more convenient. It seems like a larger thing that like your hand will fit on better.
I know, but like
Goat's smaller, so I'd have to like scrouch, like
like
scrunch
underneath it?
down and like.
But their
hurt my
udders
back
seem-
probably.
But like the
Plus, I don't want the goat
sound
milk.
effect.
I don't want the goat milk.
Why? What's wrong with goat milk?
I'm good. I'll get
What
the
do you
cow
mean you're
milk.
good?
I'll get the cow milk and I'll make my own cheese.
But like
Or
it's,
butter.
it's
I'll make my own
funny
butter.
because-
Quit making a jerk off gesture. Like
well,
I'm
you
looking
gotta
at you.
do it.
Stop
You
it.
gotta- like this is how you do it, and you gotta curl your fingers. You're not using your whole hand. You're just using the index and the
How
thumb.
much lube do you use?
You spit on it. I don't think you get them ready.
God, what a gross episode.
It's
What a
just-
horny,
it's fine.
gross
It's not-
barnyard
This
episode.
is actually very American. No, it's nothing more natural than milking another mammal. What's not natural? When you think about it, that is
well, then I
super
pick
weird.
Robert De Niro.
What do you think about it? You're like, wait, why are we milking these things again? At what point were we like, hey, let's just start pulling on shit till something
So
comes out?
it made sense. Okay, like it made sense in a time period where like baby formula didn't exist. Because babies
Okay.
couldn't eat food, so if the mom had trouble with like breastfeeding,
What?
then they would milk. They
Then
would
that's
get
a failure.
milk
Then
from
you
an
burn
animal.
her as a witch.
I mean, I didn't say that she would like float.
Is that a Monty Python joke?
No,
Oh, is that real?
that's real.
The women float?
No, but they would test if they. I mean,
You
humans
say
float.
No, you say no.
Humans float, but like the thing of it is, like they'd be like, if the witch floats, if she floats, she's a witch, and if she drowns, then she wasn't. And it's like, oh, great.
I feel like I would milk the goat because the sound effect would be better than the cow. You don't want just like, "Mrrr." You want like, "Mrrr." like you know you've done it right when they're like, "Mrrr." Like
Ooh. Yeah. All right.
a cow seems like he's
Okay.
enjoying it too much. You want to scare? You want to?
Are you talking about that like weirdo horny cow from Family Guy? Is that what you're talking
No.
about?
No,
You watching Family Guy?
no. You're the one that said it, and you looked at me like it was
Because
my
I
fault.
remember things.
It's a different sound.
Sounds like you're murdering a goat.
Yeah, in the best way. All right,
Gross.
so last one.
Gross.
These are all could be like, yeah, I guess they could be expensive.
So let me ask you a question. Did you go Barnyard as a tie-in for the Garfield spin-off cartoon U.S. Acres?
That was a great show.
Was it?
I liked it.
I'm just wondering.
Oh wait, no. Am I thinking the same thing? Is that
I
the
don't
one with the chick and the egg that was walking around?
I don't
Is that the
know.
same thing, Zach? You brought it up, so you should know.
I know about DuckTales.
Woo.
That's it.
Okay. So the last one is, you know how you break in a horse?
Sure.
All right, let's skip that. You got to break in.
You got to break it out
Yeah.
of jail. What do you do?
Get some greasy euros.
All right.
And bribe the
The horse is going to
prison
get
guard.
hung in the morning at dawn if you don't break it out. It was wrongfully accused of
you-
murdering your mother. You know it didn't murder your mother because you saw the one-armed man kill her. How do you break the horse out?
Harrison Ford. Is that what you're working at?
I mean,
Is that what you're horsing at? All right. So a chick or a duck, you got to break them. So I don't
stop,
know, like a little
stop being
monkey.
friends.
What? Stop being friends. No, you know,
TV show.
You know, okay, just because I said chicken and duck doesn't mean that's what I was working towards. So you got a horse, right? You got to break it.
You
So you
gotta
got to
eat.
ride it till it gets used to it. Now you can't ride a chicken or a duck, but you got to like get a monkey or something that'll ride on its back. How do you start the process, and which one do you pick?
Well, first I Google where to find a monkey, like to get one.
Do you think it's got to be a monkey? I
asked
regret saying
first.
monkey.
I asked my
I regret saying the
brother-in-law
monkey. The monkey's
where to get a
probably-
monkey because he had one when he was a kid.
A monkey's probably gonna try to have sex with both of them.
Cool.
So
I mean, I'm sure that'll
what
tame
else?
him up good.
What else do we get? Do we just get like a cinder block, something heavy that they'll get used to?
No.
What do we
so
do?
what I do is I enroll in MIT. After many years at school, I build a robot,
Got it.
like a micro scale, like a robot that's
Yeah.
like a human, but like this for
Okay.
ducks. And so then the duck, it would ride the duck around, and then
So you pick a duck.
Well, not necessarily. It could do the chick, but like, are you
No, I
talking
think
about
the
a
duck-
duckling and a chick?
No,
Or are you talking about a
fully
chicken
grown,
and a duck?
Fully grown.
Okay, so then it could do either, and I think either one works just fine.
No, I think.
Is it a rooster or
no,
is it a
that's
hen?
What I'm saying. No, it's a hen, but I'm saying
Okay.
what you got to pick. The
So what
duck,
about the eggs?
The duck or the chicken? You can eat both. You can eat both.
And have sex with both. We've been over this.
This is great. I love this already.
Have you ever eaten duck?
It's greasy. I don't like it.
Oh, okay. I've never
I don't
had
care
it.
for it.
Never
I
had
never
it.
had a duck egg either, so don't even ask. You can ask, but you're gonna know the answer.
Have you ever not had a duck egg?
Never not had one.
So you've always had
I've
one.
never had not had
Nope,
one.
you've always had
I've
one.
never always not had one. But I'm thinking that if you just duct tape a brick to a chicken or a duck, the chicken will be faster, but it's not buoyant. So
Well,
I don't-
sure.
I don't know what we do with
Okay,
this
hang on. Let me
information.
ask you a question though.
Gotcha.
What do you need these fowl for? You need them to fly? You need them to swim? You need to ride them on land?
think
What do you
just-
need them for?
I think. Well,
Hang on. Are
I guess,
you planning to
Aaron,
shrink
I think,
down?
I'm thinking, yeah, to ride them. Yeah.
Well then, okay. Well then, that's your solution right there. You shrink down. You break it like you would a horse.
Okay.
Yourself.
Which one do you think would break easier? Because the chicken would probably try to eat you, or the duck's not going to care. I go duck.
No, the duck would try to eat you. They're vicious.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to notice them on their back. They're floating around too much.
No, they will.
Green old head.
No, they will. You talking about a mallard?
What else? What else are you talking
I
about?
don't know, like a white duck.
Well, those don't count.
Well,
There's like wannabe swans. Swans suck.
yeah,
Too mean.
yeah.
And I don't think they're beautiful.
Birds are mean.
Don't even.
That's what
ask.
I've learned. Aren't they beautiful though?
They're foul. I probably got more barnyard stuff, but I think we kind of cleared.
No,
like,
I think
a
we've
lot of
cleared
it.
the barnyard.
Get it?
Yeah. So we'll post a poll as to whether you thought this segment sucked or if it really sucked. Like, those are the options. So vote, please.
Who won?
Fuck.
Who won? Did I suck more?
I think the answer is
normal?
like the person who didn't listen to the episode is the winner.
Was the winner.
That's the winner. God damn it.
I had fun. Did you have fun?
I always have fun. I've
Oh,
never not
good.
had fun in my whole life.
Hit record. Let's start this thing.
So this week
Yeah.
on our show
Do it. Do it.
is the season 2 finale. So what movie do you think we'll do for the season 2 finale? I'm not sure yet. What do you think we'll do?
Do it. Do it. What do I say? Tell me what it.
You answer me.
Tell me.
me.
What I say. Do I say it fast? Do I say it furious?
You might want to do both.
Fast and furious?
You might want to do both.
Oh, fast and furious then.
So here's the thing, though.
Yep.
There is a movie called Fast and Furious.
Really?
It's not the one we watched.
Is it the sixth one?
It's the 4th one.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that was like, yeah. There's many variations.
The movie that
of
we watched is The Fast and the Furious.
Gotcha.
The sequel is
Tossing-
Too Fast, Too Furious. And the third one is Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Which is actually the seventh one.
Well,
Right.
that's where you watch it. That's where it falls in the timeline. So then there's Fast and Furious, Fast 5, Fast 6, Furious 7, The Fate of the Furious, and F9.
Why wasn't it the 8 of the Furious?
The Fate.
Why wasn't it 8?
F-
The 8th
8.
one? Why wasn't it? Is there an 8 in it?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, cool.
No.
Then I'm
No, it's
all
not.
right.
But here's the thing.
Because the letter 8.
So I'm gonna like just like a little preview about this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Not to get too far into it, but
Well, don't.
I-
You're not. Yeah, I'm not even hooked.
so I want to say this just to you as like a person who
Are you talking to me or
I watch
them?
movies with.
Me. Okay.
These movies are not good until the 4th or 5th movie.
Okay.
So
I can't talk about this movie.
that's fair.
So-
but I just want you. I don't want you to have watched this movie, The Fast and the Furious from
Having
2001.
had,
I don't want you to have watched this movie and determined that you will not watch any other Fast and Furious movies because they're fucking fun.
I can't talk about this movie, Zach. Like, I have specific instructions to not. So I don't know what you're playing with right now. I'm
What
not
is the
gonna,
meaning of this?
I'm not gonna bite. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Well, so go watch The Fast and the Furious. That's what we're talking about on Wednesday. It's on HBO Max, and you could also rent it if you wanted to pay money for it. If you don't have HBO Max, that's okay too.
That just shows that you really love it if you pay money for it.
You said I said K2, like in District B13. Remember K2?
No.
He was the fat guy, the big henchman.
Did he?
Who had K2 shaved into the back of his head.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sometimes we like to look back on the season and
He's
just
the one that had
remember
he had K2 in his head.
He ate that spicy sausage
No, some of it.
and then threw it on the ground. All right, well, thanks for listening to this Monday mini episode. We love Garfield. Be sure to check out the main episode coming up on Wednesday. Tell your friends about us, and be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts if you like what we do. You can rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. You can find us online at KeystoneCopycats.com. We're at Keystone Copycats on Instagram and Facebook, and at Keystone Copycat Singular on Twitter. If you got something to say, you can email us at keystonecopycats@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail at 513-239-7682. And we will answer your question or play your voicemail on the air, especially if you're from Australia. G'day! Be sure to check out Sinclarity, A Dinosaur's Tale at dinosauruspodcast.com every Friday. And until next time, I'm going to be Zach, and he will be. And we're fast, and we're furious, and we'll see you on Wednesday.